Mart Arena. It's Tom Somel, Joey Monahan, and Dave Wozniak here in the broadcast booth. Game number 4, Worthington, Kilbourne versus Bishop Watterson. 12-1 Watterson versus 12-10 Worthington Kilbourne. Huge matchup here, Joey. What are your thoughts?
I mean, they got to stay disciplined, not take penalties, because they're already down 4 players. And these 4 players are Patrick Monahan with the flu, Jack Gibson with a shoulder issue, which we just learned about a couple hours before the game.
Yeah, it's going to be really important to keep the bench, with the short bench, keep those shifts very, very short to conserve as much energy as possible. But here is the scenario here. Here's what we have, folks, and I'm going to make your head spin a little bit. The scenario is tied in terms of points right now. We've got Guyana and Watterson tied at first. Guyana plays later against Olmsted Falls at 7 o'clock, so we won't know the outcome after this game. Then what do we do? Because they're tied in points, we go head-to-head. And guess what, folks? We're tied head-to-head between Guyana and Watterson. What do we do if we're still tied head-to-head? Then we go to goal differential. And guess what, folks? Currently, we are tied in goal differential again. So then what do we do if we're still tied after those 3 rounds? Then we go to penalty minutes. And folks, after the last outing, Dave Wozniak will tell you, 42 minutes of penalty minutes, the worst refereeing that I've ever seen in a tournament. We don't have that great of a scenario in the penalty minutes, do we?
We definitely lost that category.
But folks, I think we do control our own destiny here. The key goals here is we've got to win each and every period. We've got to get at least 5 goals, and we've got to do everything from our end, Joey.
Yeah.
And if we can ensure that we win each and every period and get 5 goals, then we would have done everything possible. And so we've got to control our own destiny. These shifts have better be short, and we've got to play Bishop Watterson hockey. What are the keys to the game?
Forecheck, back check, clear the zone, and don't take stupid penalties. And then also one more thing. Please don't make me say it again.
Please say it, Joy.
Get in front of the net and hit and get the rebounds. Simple as that.
4 key players out. 2 of our best defensemen, Gibby and Hunter Spirit, are out. And of course, Patrick Monahan and Colin Williams. We wish all 4 of those gentlemen a quick and speedy recovery. We will miss all 4 of you. So Watterson playing short, but this team has overcome adversity. They have played very, very hard. They've been disciplined. They've ignited the offense with the seniors really stepping up. Wozniak and Trevor Long have been outstanding. Vinny Gregory has played extremely well. Maher has played extremely well. Many of those young players are really working up. They're getting the experience necessary, and they have had an outstanding tournament. So here are your starting lineups for your Bishop Watterson Eagles. Number 7, Lola Bittner. Number 9, El Chirac. Number 14, Killian Maher. 17, Vinny the Italian Stallion Gregory. 20, Robert Stalter. 23, and your starting goaltender, the Terminator Dalton King. 24, Jacob Wildermouth, who scored his first goal last game. 26, Adam, the Greek Tycoon Somos. 29, Nathan Foley, who had an outstanding goal in this tournament, first goal of the year. 30, Joey Wozniak. 47, Nathan Monahan. 61, Eli Mertz. 71, your captain, the Rocket, Michael Wozniak. 72, Everett King. And the senior, number 77, Trevor Long. Watterson has got to play a consistent style, shift by shift, period by period. They've got to be bruising. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to stone up and step up the intensity. They've got to play with heart, with passion, with an aggressive style. They've got to be violent, bruising, and brutal in front of their netminder. And the seniors, Joey, have got to step up tonight.
Yeah.
They've got to show that leadership, because tonight, with 4 men out, they've got to step up and shine.
Yeah, it's Watterson. They, like you said, Tom, they have to have short shifts, and so that they can get fresh lights out there quick. Clear the zone. Don't get in offensive territory.
Well, folks, what do you think here? We've got tied point differential between Guyana and Watterson. Head to head, we've still got a tie. If we go to point differential and we're tied, we then go to penalty minutes. Would you decide it in this format, or would you have a championship game? Certainly all of us here in the broadcast booth, Dave Wozniak included, believe that we should have a championship game. What are your thoughts? Please interact with us here on YouTube. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We believe that there's a championship game. Another thing, been my pet peeve, and I know we've commented on this, a national anthem is necessary in any tournament game. We've got a warm-up here of 7 minutes, and they can't, or 8 minutes, thank you, Joy, and they can't set aside a couple of minutes for our national anthem and pay respect to the flag. I don't understand it, folks. What are your thoughts on that? Please interact with us on YouTube. But I'm very, very upset with that, Joey. They should have the national anthem played in each and every tournament game. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's just winding down the seconds left of warm-ups. Watterson, they're gonna have to play a good game. They're gonna have to force KILBOURNE to make those mistakes and capitalize on those.
Well, one thing that's been very, very encouraging, we've got very, very reliable, dependable goaltending, and Dalton King has been outstanding in this tournament. He's had an outstanding season. He's made key saves at key times, and they will be calling on him to make a lot of saves tonight. The shifts have better be short because they've got a very short bench, but the defense is going to be pounding. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to show that intensity, that heart, that fire and passion. The seniors have really stepped it up in this tournament. The seniors need to ignite this offense, and they've got to get Joey a quick start.
Yeah.
They've got to get those first few goals.
Yeah, hopefully, because you have to get a couple of goals each period.
Definitely, they've got to get at least 5 in the entire game. At least 5, based on my prediction, right, Dave? At least 5 goals, correct?
Yeah, we're going to need to play a perfect game. We need to win 5 periods, win by 5 goals.
But Watterson's had an outstanding tournament, and they can really turn it up, and they have faced adversity throughout this entire season. They've been gritty, they've been gutsy, they've shown that passion, that heart, and that fire, and this has probably been their best tournament all season. So can't wait to bring you this exciting matchup between Watterson Eagles 13-12-1 versus Worthington KILBOURNE 12-10. Just seconds away from the puck drop here. Welcome everyone again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us throughout this entire tournament. Join us next week as Watterson faces Olentangy Berlin this upcoming Friday, Saturday against this same formidable four Worthington KILBOURNE, and Sunday against Olentangy Berlin again. And we are underway here. Game 4 of the EHRNFELT tournament, and Worthington KILBOURNE in control so far in the first few seconds. At the center ice, they move the puck in, and Somos is going to collect that puck, and he moves it off. Moves it, whips it on the other side. He hits Long. Long's going to take it and gets it out. Good play by Long to get that puck out. They are going to have to clear the puck, and their breakouts are going to have to be really quick to conserve energy. These shifts have got to be really, really short because they've got to conserve energy here with a short bench. King trying to move it over. He's having difficulty. KILBOURNE penalty. Quick shot in and wins. And KILBOURNE's got the first goal. And the defense there just didn't tie up loose men. Allowed the forward to walk right into the slot and take that wrist shot. And it beats King. And just like that, the first few seconds, Worthington KILBOURNE's on top 1-0. Watterson's going to have to, they're going to face some adversity, Joey, but they've got to step it up and increase the intensity here. They've been a little bit slow wheeling. They've got to get their legs back.
Bittner's out on the ice.
Vinny Gregory is going to take this face off here in center ice. Watterson trailing 1-0. So far in this tournament, they've been ahead, and they've been ahead and soon, and they have not faced this kind of adversity, but Watterson's been very, very gritty. They've been gutsy. They've been aggressive, and they're going to face adversity today, but they're going to have to step it up and get that intensity. We got Lola Bittner out, and it's good to see Lola Bittner. She's going to get some experience and some valuable time with 2 key defensemen out. 13:57 left in the first. Worthington KILBOURNE strikes first, leading the hockey game 1-0. Watterson's going to have to get that speed going up. They've got to get that intensity, that heart and that passion. Good pass there. Just a little too far for Wildermouth. Wildermouth has had a very, very good tournament. Been very aggressive and bruising on the boards. They're going to need all of his help today. Monahan moving it over to Stalter. Stalter whips it out. But Worthington Kilbourne continuing to put pressure here on the Watterson defense. Watterson sending it down all the way down the ice. Icing's the call. A little bit of a slow, sluggish start for Watterson.
Because they haven't had control yet in the offensive zone. Oh, excuse me.
Watterson's going to have to step things up, and coach wisely sends the top line here, headed by Michael Wozniak, who's had an outstanding tournament. Good face-off by Michael Wozniak, 90% face-off race. Quick shot, and King had to be careful, making a key save here. 1-0 Worthington with the early lead here. This top line has got to really ignite this offense and get that fire back. Good face-off by Wozniak. Worthington controls here, and King chases. Now they've got King back on defense here with 2 key defensemen out. The defenseman is going to be challenged, but they have faced adversity many, many times here. And this team is very, very capable. But they've been a little slower and they've been a little sluggish, and they need to step things up here. Worthington in complete control, moving that pass. Quick pass. Good play by Wozniak to tie up that loose man and get the puck out, and he sends it over to Long. Long whips it across the board, and it goes into Worthington Kilbourne territory. The defenseman moving it in, fully doing a good job, intercepting and creating some forecheck. Wozniak's got it, but he bumps into Long there. A little bit of a collision here. Watterson looking a little disorganized here, a little sluggish. They haven't found their legs yet.
Come on!
Wozniak hammered the defenseman. He's going to get a penalty. And again, the referees really sending a lot of penalties here. And a lot of the penalties have been against Watterson. And Watterson's going to be on the penalty kill for 2 minutes here. No. I thought they caught Wozniak. And
yeah,
yes,
they did.
They did. Wozniak takes that penalty. I didn't see that, Joey. What did you think of the call?
It was a bit of a late hit, but his momentum's going forward.
I thought it was a clean hit, though. I didn't think
it was clean, yeah.
So,
but like,
and
I don't
Wozniak
understand.
getting a little bit of a stern warning. I think it was because it was a late
Rough.
call, right? A late hit, yeah.
Little late call, and he was pretty close to the boards, so could have been dangerous.
Watterson's going to have to be careful. They've got to play smart and composed, especially being down 4 men here today. They've got to really play smart and can't take a lot of penalties, because this Worthington Kilbourne offense can really kill you. This power play moving forward. Quick shot to the... Oh, right off the post here. Oh my goodness, Worthington coming close here. He's whipping the post. And here comes Schraber moving that puck in. The Worthington power plays look pretty good. Quick pass right in front. Good play there by Somos to tangle that up. But again, Watterson having all kinds of difficulty clearing the puck. Worthington in complete control here on the power play. Moving that puck very well. Kramer moving it on the other side. Back over to Schreiber. Quick shot. Scores. Good power play. They have looked sharp in the early going, and they are now up 2-0. Watterson looking discouraged and dejected, but again, keep in mind, folks, this goes period by period. So if they got to win each period by period, and again, if Worthington wins this period, they only get 1 point. So they got to keep fighting and fighting like crazy here. They can ill afford to drop another goal here, but these penalties have been killers, Joy.
yeah.
Killers. And they've got to play smart and composed, especially with a short bench. Let's see how they react here. Worthington in complete control. Lee tossing that puck in, and Monahan's going to chase. And he gets that puck out. Good play by Monahan to release that. And they're going to have to quickly release that puck and get it out of their zone and get it out of harm's way here with a short bench. Lee chasing that puck in. Gets hit hard by Foley. And King wisely covers up here. 11:25 left in the first. All Worthington, 2-0 with a huge lead so far. Watterson really missing its 4 big stars here that are out today from injuries. Big Bird Gibby, Patrick Monahan, Hunter Spirit, and Williams, who we will sorely miss. Here they come again, Worthington on the attack, winning the hockey game 2-0 so far. Lee moving it over to Schreiber. Schreiber gets hit hard by Somos. Good play by Somos, but again, Long unable to clear it. He gets the puck. And swarming around is Wozniak. They've got to get him ignited. He's been a little quiet so far. Somos whipping that puck in. It takes it all the way down the ice. Good play by Somos to get that puck out. And icing is the call. Joey, if they've got to ice it, so be it. They've got to get rid of that puck and get rid of it in a hurry here, especially with the short bench.
They can't, though, just rely on icers.
Yeah, but when they're in trouble, they've got to do something. So
Yeah.
I'd rather ice the puck than create an offensive break for Worthington. Big face-off here. They've got the top line on. This top line has been very effective throughout this entire tournament, and they need to get going. Wozniak and Long, the seniors, have really stepped things up, and they've got to get going. Here comes Long now, and he's finally getting some juice here and getting some energy. Good play by Long. Look at the hustle. Moving that puck in. He's got Marr with him. Marr trails in, and there goes Wozniak going in. Good play by Wozniak to try to disrupt this offense. But Worthington, two of them into Watterson territory, moving that puck in. Quick pass right off, but doesn't get Worthington in complete control here. Somos whips that puck off, and it goes to Long, and Long finally clears the puck. Salamo coming in at number 11, deeks the one defender. Takes the second, and in it goes right through the 5-hole. What a start from Worthington. They have delivered with 3 big goals, and Watterson early in the first period is in a hole with 10 minutes left in the first. Joey, they look dejected, they look discouraged, but they've got to keep things going, and remember, it goes period by period, and so if they lose 1 point, so be it. They can come back in the second and win the second and third and still win the game. So a lot of time still left here, and Watterson's going to have to dig down deep, take some chances, and really get going. They have been slow and sluggish. Foley whipping that puck in. And Worthington back on the attack here at center ice. Good hustle there by Robert Stolte, who's had a good tournament. Good play by Wildermuth, who's sending him. There's a puck going right in, and the goaltender gives it to Schreiber. Schreiber moving that puck in. Quick pass over. These Worthington forwards very, very quick. Schreiber moving that puck in over to his winger. Back over to Schreiber. Quick shot. Good stop by King, making a big time save there. Hasn't been King's fault. The defense has really broken down here with 2 of their main and best defenders out. Lambert, Watterson is just not skating, and they look rejected and they've looked discouraged, but they've got to get going. They've got to start skating. They've been very, very slow and sluggish. Probably the slowest start in any of the games here in the tournament. Lee moving that puck in. Over on the other side. Over to Garrison. Garrison, good job keeping that puck in. Moving it on the other side. King didn't take that puck, and finally they get rid of the puck. Wozniak and Long look silenced. They've got to get going to have any hope of winning this game. Lee moving that puck around the net here with complete control here. Passing it right in front, but good play by Somos to keep that play away. Watterson having difficulty here in their own zone here. Some sustained pressure by Worthington. And King is going to try to move it. He gets clobbered by Lee, but he moves it over the other side to his partner Somos, and Somos has got some real estate to move that puck. Finally whips it off, and finally Wozniak takes it now. Moving that puck in. He gets defended and tied up. Wozniak, he's got Long right in front. Quick pass right in front, but no one there. Long trying to get in front of the net. And here comes the quick wheeling Lee for Worthington. Moving that puck in. Excellent play by King, and make him rough him up in the corner and keep him outside. Lee, though, taking that puck, moving it over on the other side. And a quick pass gets intercepted, and Lee, and a head-on collision there between O'Brien and Joey Wozniak there. Big-time collision. Watterson, though, starting to get their legs back. And here comes Wozniak. Wozniak's got one to beat. He's going in, trying to do it all alone. The senior moving that play. But he gets tied up every time Wozniak touches that pass. They've got 2 on him, and King whips that pass over on the other side. But Lee's going to get there. Lee's had a good shift. Joey Wozniak intercepted by Schreiber. Moving it in, and a good play there by Joey Wozniak to put a...
That's from behind.
They almost got tangled up there. There should have been a penalty call, but they're not calling it. And they get thrown all the way down the ice. Icing's the call. Watterson's been slow and sluggish.
Yeah, you could say that again.
They've really abandoned the forecheck. The seniors have to step things up and show some leadership here. They've got to step things up and step things up in a hurry before this game gets out of hand. Worthington winning 3-0 in this first period. They have been dominant and they've been pressing. They've had most of the action has been in the Watterson zone. Watterson just looking slow and sluggish. They need to get going. Here comes the Wolves moving that puck in. Garrett over on the other side. Moving it over to his forward, Schreiber. Being carefully watched by Monahan. He's had an excellent tournament. He is one bruising defenseman. Monahan's really another force again. Good play by Laura Bidner, fighting for that puck. Good to see Laura Bidner getting some valuable experience. And on the ice. Good check by Mara, an excellent check. And finally that physicality is starting to show. Watterson finally clearing the puck. Excellent play by Mara. Sending a message here. You look at him pickpocketing him. Here comes Mara now. Two men coming forward. Drops that puck in the Watterson territory. Monahan's going to take that puck and toss it in. But a delayed offside here, and Worthington's going to get a chance to clear that puck. Good pass over to Solano. He's got some room. Solano, the quick wheeling forward, moving that puck in over King and missed the net. Here comes Foley. He's had a good tournament, moving that puck in over to Stalter. Stalter's got some room. Look at Stalter. He drops that puck and no one's there. Solano moving it over to Tanev, who goes after him. Watterson's starting to pick up the pace here, and this is favoring Watterson. Here comes Wozniak. He's got some space. But a good play by Garrison to tie him up and get rid of that puck. Here comes Wozniak. Two of them coming on. He's all by himself. He's got 3 men to beat. He gets hammered on the side, but Wozniak continues to keep the play. Look at him fighting. The captain fighting hard. The senior showing so much heart, determination, and fighting. He's had an outstanding tournament. Lewis by himself now, 1-on-2, moving that puck in. Deking the one man, keeping it in. Good stop by King. Another shot, another stop, and he interfered with King. And quite honestly, Dave Wozniak, that should have been interference on the goaltender.
Yeah, I think they took a run at him there. So.
But they're not going to call it. Yep. Joey, it should have been goaltender interference there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I mean, he was coming out of the crease. There's really nothing Lewis can do there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's controversial.
Robert Stalter is going to take this face-off here, and the coach, of course, juggling the lines a little bit with 4 out today. Stalter, good face-off, wins the face-off. And Worthington controls that center ice. Garrison moving it over to his partner. Back over on the other side. Good play by Somos to tie him up. Somos doing an excellent job there, tying up his man, and King wisely puts a glove on it and forces a whistle. 3-0 Worthington. A quick start here. But Watterson starting to get their legs back, starting to get that speed, starting to get a little more intense, more aggressive. But they desperately need a goal to ignite this offense and get some momentum. Garrison moving the puck. Quick deflection, and King had to be careful. 4:50 left in the first. All Worthington, 3-0. Keep in mind, again, this goes period by period. The most Worthington can get in this by winning this first period is 1 point, but Watterson needs to get on the board and get some momentum. They've been slow and sluggish, probably the worst period, but again, remember, we've got 4 of our best players, Gibby, Patrick Monahan, Hunter Spirit, and Williams out today. So Watterson's facing some adversity, but they have dealt with adversity all year, and they've been testy and aggressive throughout. Here's a quick shot, quick wheeling. Watterson really on their toes, but a good play there by Somos, tying up that man and coming back into the rush. Somos, Everett moving that puck in across the board, and finally it trickles out, and there goes Trevor Long now. He's finally picked up his legs. They're going to need his help. There's Trevor Long. Quick shot. Oh, good play by Long, being persistent, forechecking hard, and he got a huge break, and he came very close to putting Watterson on the board. Excellent forechecking. They need to do more of that. Here comes Trevor Long. Long's found his legs now, moving that puck. Good forechecking, and there he goes, being very aggressive, and again gets rewarded. He's got a break right in front, right in front. There's a Monahan, quick shot. There it goes. Oh, and Watterson starting to pick things up, and again the forechecking really doing a number on Worthington really disrupting their offense. Great play by Long. Long has really ignited this offense now. And Watterson starting to click on all cylinders here. Starting to take things into their own hands. Starting to step up the pressure. Good play by Wozniak to get rid of that puck. And offside is the call. But Watterson picked up their legs, picked up the pace, Joey. And they're starting to show some signs of life.
Hopefully, Watterson can get themselves going here in a hurry.
3-0 Worthington with 3:18 left in the first. I want to thank our audience again for joining us here for Game 4 of the EHRNFELT tournament here in Strongsville. Wozniak's moving that puck quickly, and they're going to need all of this help today. Look at him work hard on the boards. Fighting for every single possession. He is one hard-working captain who's done an outstanding job this year for your Bishop Watterson Eagles. Worthington now moving the puck in, a quick pass over. This team is very, very good and very skilled. Good positional hockey. Worthington now moving the puck in and in complete control, crossing center ice here. There's Ever moving the puck in. And he puts the brakes and he tries to do the wraparound, but he loses the puck. Excellent play by Monahan to stay on him. Foley is going to move it over to Wozniak, and it goes to Monahan now behind his net. He whips it over to Foley. Foley's going to get rid of it. Good play by Foley, and two of them come out. Monahan. Here comes Vinny, the Stallion Gregory. Vinny, look at him moving. Quick shot. Oh, what a play by Vinny Gregory. Look at those quick hands, and he came close to scoring for Watterson. Garrison moving the puck in. Good play by the defense to tie him up. End-to-end action, but Vinny Gregory showing you those very quick hands, coming close to scoring for Watterson. Watterson starting to show some signs of life, but here is some sustained pressure from Worthington. Keeping Watterson on their toes. Lewis coming in with a clear view. Quick shot. Good stop by King. Quick rebound. And Martin running out of steam. Watterson desperately needs to get a shift here. The forwards out of gas. And with a short bench, they've got to keep those shifts short. Worthington moving that puck very, very well. In complete control. It goes out. And a good play there by Eli Mertz to keep the play all outside. Good to see Eli Mertz here. Some of the young players getting some precious and quality experience here with 4 players out for Watterson. Quick shot. Whoa! And they labeled that puck. Beautiful passing by Worthington in complete control, moving that puck in. And here's a quick shot. Right on. Rebound. And King trying to get it out, but a good play by Garrison to keep that puck in. Worthington with the heat, complete aggressive fashion, really putting pressure on Worthington. Here's a quick shot, another shot right on. Good stop by King. Making a big time save and making key saves at key times with 49 seconds left in the first. It's all Worthington in complete control, leading 3-0, Joey.
Yeah, let's hope Coach Graham goes to the locker room and gets this team in the game. Says some things, get them going, and to just...
I think Watterson needs to forget about the score and play it shift by shift, period by period. They've got to win each and every one of their shifts, but they've got to step things up with intensity, with heart, with passion and aggressiveness. Their aggressive style that we've seen throughout this entire tournament. Watterson facing huge adversity here with Gibby out, Patrick Monahan, Hunter Spirit, and Williams out today. But they are fighting hard and they are starting to move this game forward and they're getting chances. This Bishop Watterson team has been very feisty and they've shown that grit and that determination and they will bounce back, folks. But not a good period so far, Pat. Not a good period so far.
Not at all.
Joey?
33 seconds. If they're gonna want to get a goal, they're gonna get on top. They're gonna have to do it quick.
Gonna have to take some chances. They're gonna have to dig down deep. Gotta step things up in terms of intensity. Good play there by Vinny Gregory. Look at that fighting scene between those two. Vinny Gregory, one aggressive customer, and he is setting the tone here for Watterson late in the first. 13 seconds remain in the first. Been all Worthington, leading 3-0 here in the opening period. There's a quick shot right in, a good play there by Vinny Gregory to come back. Quick shot right in front. Good play there by Vinny Gregory to get that puck out of harm's way. And after 1 period of play, it's all Worthington leading 3-0 and winning that critical point. We'll be right back after this.
We had at least 2 people chime in about the national anthem. They agree. Hey Joe, bring me back a beer, buddy.
Look who has arrived at the horizon. The John King Show brought to you by Bud Light, the king of beers.
Move over, Tom. So I'm going to tell you, the first 5 minutes we didn't look like we wanted to be here.
No doubt about it.
I know we're missing some good players, some teammates, and some support, but come on, man, let's play the game.
Exactly. There was no heart, no intensity, no determination.
Yeah, I agree. So that's my 2 cents.
Yep.
Yeah,
they've got to step things up.
I know Worthington's a good team, and we got to play like we're able to play. Even though we're without Williams, Gibby, and Spirit, we got to play the way we can.
I agree. I mean, got to play our game.
Don't be down because these guys are out. Let's play.
Right.
Let's play.
We've got to forget about the scoring. Play shift by shift, period by period, and play with heart, with determination, and with grit and intensity.
Yeah, it seemed like
step that intensity up.
It seemed like Coach made some adjustments as well that may or may not have helped. But I for now, it looks like they make it's helping. So stay with it. I know I walked out of the rink for a minute, and it looked like we were playing a lot better. So I might have to stay out of the rink.
Yep. Thank you, John King. The John King Show brought to you by Bud Light, the king of beers. John King, thank you as always. We'll be right back.
I like to go to beer. Exactly. Fucking spend some money to be up here.
Exactly. Fight.
I like to go to be here. So some damn appreciation for what we've done to get you here.
I hear you.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No,
glad we're not on the air.
No, we're not.
No, you're being secretly taped.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. But folks, John King is absolutely right. We've got to play with that fire, with that intensity, with that passion. What we've shown throughout this entire tournament, we've got to give it our all. We've got to play with 120%. Yes, we are down 4 men, but we've got to play with that resolve, with that intensity, with that heart, that grit, and determination. No doubt about it. John, any final thoughts?
Go out and play.
Play Bishop Watterson style. We've got to play our game. Still plenty of time on the clock here. 2 periods away. After 1 period of play, it's all Worthington. 3-0. We'll be right back with the puck drop for the second period in just a moment.
This year. And I really wanted it. I will tell you one thing I'm really proud of. Someone came up with our 2 captains. I took the card, but it's my kids team. I gotta go. I'm like, well, that's nice.
You're helping us save this time when we're trying to get. Absolutely right.
I mean, it just makes me proud for someone.
You should be proud. You should be proud. He's been outstanding all season. Outstanding. I praise him every day on the broadcast.
I know you do. Our defense is even earlier this way. penalties taken. But you know, this is why we face some adversity. We got to step things up. You know what? I say we put the kids that we have and get that experience. So next time we're not there. Exactly. And you got to play with that positive attitude, right? Play some pride.
After one period of play, Watterson still deep in the hole here, trailing 3-0 after the first period. But as John King told you, they've got to play with pride, with determination, with grit, and with integrity. They have faced adversity all season long, and they have been gritty, determined, and when they show that bruising, aggressive style, they show that heart, that passion, that intensity, that aggressive style, violent bruising and brutal, that's when they deliver, and they deliver best. But they've got to step things up here and step up the intensity. They've still got plenty of hockey still to play, and they've got time. So 2 more periods of play. After 1 period of play, again, it is Worthington leading 3-0. We'll be right back with our telecast in just a moment.
Like I said, I left the rink, and I swear they started holding Worthington. As soon as I left, so I'm going to have to leave the rink again. Not that I'm superstitious, man.
Oh, I'm like,
Whatever works.
whatever works.
I'll try to remember to come back. My son might be doing it right now.
Here, buddy.
Assume the position in the ball.
Okay, buddy. Good choice. Well, folks, not the period that Watterson wanted. Of course, a very, very slow, sluggish start. But again, lots of hockey still to play here. And again, Worthington's taken 1 point away from Watterson, but they still can win the second and third period. They need to do it one step at a time, one shift at a time. They've got to score that first goal here and get some momentum. So the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second period are going to be very, very critical, and they've got to get back to Watterson hockey. Tight, consistent defense. They've got to be bruising, aggressive. They've got to show that heart, that intensity, that aggressive play. They've got to continue with that tenacious, aggressive forechecking. It's all about hard work and aggressive play, and they need to do it shift by shift, period by period. Again, the shifts have got to be short here. They've got to conserve their energy. There were certain shifts here in the first period where they ran out of gas a little too long here, but coach is trying to involve as many players as possible here. He's giving our freshmen as much experience as possible. They've got to get things together, and their seniors have got to really step things up. Wozniak was a little quiet in that first period, but he will get going, I assure you. Every time we have needed his help, he has ignited this offense. So still a lot of hockey to play. We'll be right back. Total shot totals for the first period was Worthington KILBOURNE with 12 shots, Watterson with 4 shots. So Watterson's going to have to step things up to get more shots on net and get a lot more traffic in front of this very good Worthington netminder. Just seconds away from the second period puck drop. Hope you are enjoying Game 4 of this EHRNFELT tournament. We'll be right back after this. As your Watterson Eagles get back on the ice here, Coach Graham being very, very vocal in front of the bench, trying to ignite some fire here. He needs to get his troops going here. They need to show much more passion, much more intensity. They've got to step things up, take lots of chances here, and really just focus on playing shift by shift and not worry about the score. They've got plenty of hockey still to play. Just seconds away from the puck drop. We'll be right back with the second period puck drop in just a moment.
So you lost the broadcaster. Goes down.
Goes down?
Yeah, he's tired, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I invited Mark to take over for him.
That's fine. I understand. Just tired?
Yeah, I think
Oh, no problem.
I don't think he's sick unless he's starting to get sick.
Hopefully not. Back to live action here. Just seconds away from the second period puck drop here. Watterson going to try to turn things around here and get back to tight, consistent defense. They've got to get back to that bruising, aggressive style, and they've got to get going with the forecheck. They've got to put pressure on these fast forwards here. Wilkinson controlling, moving that puck in, and here comes Wozniak. Over to Long, and here comes Long. Quick shot, right on. Good play by Long. A good start by Watterson. A pass right in front, but no one in front of the net. Good start by Watterson, and seconds into this second period, with Wozniak springing Trevor the Titan Long, and he made a beautiful snapshot, came close to scoring. Excellent start by Watterson. The seniors need to step things up here and show the leadership that they've shown throughout this entire tournament. Looks like Coach is going to put Wozniak back on defense with Monahan here to kind of balance his defense with two defenders out. I don't blame Coach. Worthington moving that puck in. Over on the side. Good play there by Monahan. Jennings moving it over on the other side. Excellent play there by Monahan, tying his man up here. Long chasing here. El Chirac on the ice. Good to see El Chirac. Here comes Vinny, the Italian stallion Gregory, moving it over to Wozniak. Wozniak whipping it over on the other side, but Watterson unable to get anything going here. Vinny Gregory's going to get things started. Just missed Trevor the Titan. Watterson just looking disorganized here. The passing has just not been crisp. They look discouraged. They need to keep things going. Quick shot. Right on. Good stop by King. Here comes the Titan moving that puck in. Over to Wozniak. Wozniak's got some space. He beats the one man. He's got one more to beat. Here comes Wozniak. Quick shot. Oh, and it hits the post. Wozniak with some electricity coming close to scoring. Excellent play there and a beautiful pass by Trevor the Titan. Wozniak coming close and hitting the goalpost, but Watterson really starting to get their legs together, starting to show that speed, starting to show that determination. Excellent checking there by Monahan, who's played very good defense here. With two of the key defenders out, Monahan has really stepped things up and shown a lot of leadership. Here comes Worthington back in. Everett coming in here, moving it over to Lewis, and here's Wozniak. Wozniak's got one man to beat. He beats the one man. He's got room. He's got the breakaway. Quick shot, just missing the net. Good play by Wozniak, but Wozniak looking really dialed in and focused in the second period. They're going to need all of his help. Monahan now taking the puck over. Quick shot. Going back in. Marr trying to collect him, but he's been tied up. But Wozniak looking very, very sharp and dialed in, looking very focused. They've got him back on the defense and wisely so here to create some strength back. Coach doing an excellent job juggling the lines here with two of their key defenders out. Quick shot by Marison, just missing the net. King had to be sharp. King has looked sharp throughout, making some key saves at key times. Stalter getting rid of that puck. Over into Maher, who's showing some signs of brilliance, stepping things up, having a good first and second period. Throwing that puck in. 11:59 left in the second. Watterson starting to get much better in terms of the speed and their energy. Showing that passion, that grit, and that fight. Worthington coming back, three of them, right on. Quick shot, and in it goes. 4-0 Worthington. Every time Watterson has stepped things up, Worthington has an answer. And they have delivered here with the fourth goal here, with 11:43 left in the second, in complete control. Watterson again has got to take this period by period. Remember, folks, we go period by period, and they still have an opportunity to win this second period. They get a point if they do, and they're only down 1-0 in terms of the score. So they've got to forget about the 4-0 overall score and focus shift by shift on getting back their momentum, and Wozniak's going to try to do that. Stalter moving that puck in. Moving it back over to Somos, missing his man. 2-on-1 here. O'Brien moving it over to Lee. Lee coming in, quick shot, and in it goes. Another goal by Worthington, but it shows here the two best defensemen out, Gibby and Hunter Spirit, and the defense really broken down here and made some mistakes, and it is shown, unfortunately. Watterson is just going to have to pick up the pieces here and forget about the score and just try to get that next goal. They desperately need some momentum here, and Wozniak's going to try to get it. Good face-off by Wozniak. The captain has been working hard. He's had some chances, but Worthington has really controlled the play and been the aggressor so far. 11:26 left. Plenty of time left on the clock. Worthington in complete control, moving that puck over. Good play by Wozniak. He gets a chance. He's got Wildermouth in front. Loose puck right in front. They fight for it, and goaltender lost sight of the puck, but finally grabs it and forces a whistle. But Worthington, Watterson doing an excellent job swarming in front of the net, crashing the net, and they came close to scoring. Excellent play by your forwards. They need to continue to do that. Crash the net. They've got to involve the defense, get shots on the point, and get the shot total up. They've got to get things going. Shots on totals favor Worthington. 15-6 so far. They've been the aggressor. Moving in a 2-on-1. Quick pass right in front, and they just missed him. Here comes Wozniak. He's got Wildermouth, and he tosses it in. He gets checked hard. Wildermouth falling. Wozniak takes the puck right in front. Good stop by the Worthington goaltender, who freezes the puck. But Wozniak showing some signs of life here, really doing everything possible to try to get that next goal. The senior captain has really stepped up this game, and he's had an outstanding tournament. But he's going to have to involve all of these forwards and get them involved here, trying to do a little too much on his own. But excellent effort. He has been gritty, intense. Here's a quick shot by Stalter. Just missed the net. El Shirek's on the ice here. Everett King just missing the puck. And here comes Vinny the Stallion Gregory here behind his net. He's going to reorganize this offense. Moving the puck. He's got some wheels. Good pass right in front. Good blocker stop here. Vinny Gregory moving that puck across and sends it all the way down the ice. Icing is the call. Dave Wozniak's showing some signs of life, but Worthington always having an answer.
Yeah, they're a tough team. We haven't had any luck with them. They got a couple good kids, you know. They're tough to beat. We had to play a perfect game, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Watterson severely missing their two top defenders. Hunter Spirit and Gibby out today with injuries. We hope and pray that all 4 of our players that are out today have a very quick and speedy recovery, but they have been missed today. This Watterson offense has looked disgruntled, looks disorganized, and Worthington has really carried the play here. But they are fighting, doing everything they can. A quick shot, just missing the net. And Worthington back on the attack now, moving that puck in. Lewis has got the puck right behind his King, sending it back in. Stalter whipping that puck across, moving it all the way down to center ice. And Lewis is going to regroup here. He's got some wheels. Look at him move that puck, number 6. He's got some help. This Worthington Kilbourne team very, very, very quick. And they are really penetrating here with ease. Moving that puck in right across. They missed the net. King got hammered in behind, but they're not calling it. And Somos is going to clear the puck, but he's unable to clear it. Moving it over. Lewis. Somos can get another chance. Makes a good pass to Stalter, who hustles in. And he goes after Beckel, who does a good job clearing the puck. And look at this kid moving the puck in. He's got 2 to beat. Beats 1, moving it on. But good play by the defenseman to move them and keep him away from the play. And the referee calling the play as the net is off its mooring. 9:06 left in the second. All Worthington leading 5-0 here in the key 4th game here of the EHRNFELT tournament here from Strongsville, Ohio. Welcome everyone. Hope you've enjoyed all of our tournament action. Join us on Friday, January the 23rd at 8 p.m. versus Olentangy Berlin. Join us on Saturday versus, again, this Worthington Kilbourne team. And then join us on Sunday versus Olentangy Berlin again. A huge weekend of hockey action for you next weekend. Worthington back on the attack here, moving that puck on. A good play by Wozniak to keep that puck in. Long's going to chase after it. Watterson just needing a goal here to try to ignite this offense here and gain some momentum, trailing 5-0 in the hockey game. Worthington with already 2 goals in this second period, leading and getting the valuable points here, leading in the point total. They won the first period, got the 1 point, and they're leading with 2 goals here in the second, leading the point total so far 1-0 here as well. Watterson finally getting their toes back. They are been on their toes throughout. They have faced a lot of adversity, but they are fighting away. They are one gritty bunch, and they've had an outstanding tournament. But Dave Wozniak, a lot missing with 4 key players out in the game.
Yeah, we're not doing bad, honestly. We got guys out being hurt, and regardless of the outcome of this game, we played a great weekend. So
I agree.
I think this is probably the best weekend we've had.
I agree. I think it's been the best weekend that we've ever had here. Probably the best tournament of the year. Watterson just showing you what that grit, that determination, that heart has shown, the tenacious, aggressive forechecking, what that has shown throughout this entire tournament. They've done that consistently. Today, they're 4 men short, and they still are playing hard, and they still got quite a bit of time on the clock here, trailing 5-0. But a goal can really ignite this offense, and they desperately need that next goal. Worthington controlling. Good stop by King, who has been outstanding throughout this entire tournament, throughout this entire season. He's been another key star for your Watterson Eagles. Goaltending has been extremely reliable and outstanding. Watterson just needing some momentum here to get them going here. Quick shot, another stop by King. But every time they started to ignite the engine here, Worthington's had an answer here. Hunter Spirit and Gibby, our 2 best defensemen, are out. We're also out Patrick Monahan and Colin Williams. They have been sorely missed here. And somehow we hear the score clock signal. Something happened here. We got a little bit of a malfunction. We've seen everything in this hockey game. 7:48 left in the second. All Worthington 5-0, leading in the points here, winning the first period, taking 1 precious point, and leading here in the second period with 2 goals. Another precious point up for grabs here. Quick shot. Good stop by King. King's made some key saves at key times, trying to keep Watterson in this game here. Watterson has got to just take things one step at a time, one shift at a time. They've got to get going. They've got to focus in on their style of play. They've got to be bruising. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to utilize the defense in the rush, and they've got to be intense, showing that heart and passion that they've thrown throughout the entire tournament. They look a little discouraged here. They desperately need the next goal, Dave Wozniak.
We do. We just need to get one, get a little bit of momentum, and get them to pick their heads up, you know. So yeah, a little momentum goes a long way.
Key face-off here deep in Watterson territory here. Stalter doing an excellent job winning that face-off, and here comes Wozniak, and he is back on defense. A quick shot to Taylor, moving it in, a quick break, and stop by King as the defense broke down. Good. Monahan has really stepped things up today and played outstanding defense. Being 2 defenders down, he has shown a lot of leadership behind that defense there, and he had an excellent shift. Monahan having an excellent tournament for your Bishop Watterson Eagles. Stalter, King, and Eli Mertz are out. Again, the freshman getting some precious time and a lot of experience. Coach Graham doing an excellent job here, utilizing his entire bench. Somos moving that puck in. He gets bumped hard, but he dumps that puck in. He's had a good tournament as well, Somos. Been very, very bruising and aggressive. Here comes Lars moving that puck in. An excellent play by Somos to intercept his momentum, but he is one quick wheeler over to Lewis. Quick shot. Good stop by King. And 3 Watterson players coming out long all by himself. Deaking the 1 man. He's got 2 to beat. Deaking the 2nd man. He gets tied up and he causes a penalty. What an outstanding effort. What an outstanding effort by the Trevor the Titan, who's shown some grit. Watterson will have the man advantage here, and a huge opportunity, Dave Wozniak, here for Watterson with the man advantage.
Let's see if we capitalize it, man. We need something good to happen here.
They desperately need a goal here, and this power play has looked sharp for Watterson throughout this entire tournament. Coach Graham sending out the top line here. Vinny Gregory, Michael Wozniak quarterbacking and centering this offense with Trevor Long here, and they desperately need to get shots on net, to crash the net and be aggressive. But a good breakout by Worthington. And here's a nice quick shot. Oh, what a good stop there by King, getting a piece of that. But boy, Worthington showing that explosiveness. Their offense really clicking on all cylinders here this evening. Watterson still on the power play. 1:48 left in the power play. Here comes Somos now. He's going to take the puck out himself. Moving it over to Vinny Gregory. Gregory's getting hooked, but the referees aren't going to call it. Monahan on the other side now, moving that puck. And he's got some room, and Monahan making a quick pass, but a little behind Long. Good try there. Solanico moving that puck in. Here's a quick break for Trevor Long. He's got a breakaway. Trevor Long moving that puck in. He gets offended. And there was no call. I can't believe it. He had a breakaway, and the referee didn't call that. Unbelievable. But Trevor Long coming close. His second chance of scoring. He has ignited this offense, and this power play has looked pretty good so far. Here comes Michael Wozniak now moving that puck in the Rocket. Taking the 1 man. He comes running. A quick shot. Oh, just missing the net. Good play there by Wozniak. Here comes Monahan now. Good pass over. Moving over. Good pass over. Here comes Somos now. Somos over to Wozniak. Wozniak's got some space. Quick shot right off the post. Another shot. Rebound. And Watterson coming close here. They are fighting. And 2 of them coming back for Worthington. Salejo moving it over. Good pass right over, and it gets tipped over on Adam Somos' stick and in the net. Unfortunate. Once again, every time Watterson has had an offensive break, Worthington always has an answer. Great transitional hockey and a shorthanded goal by Worthington with a huge lead now, 5-0 with 5:04 left in the second. Watterson still with 25 seconds left in this power play. They've got to utilize this opportunity and do their absolute best to create some offensive breaks here. They look dejected and obviously facing quite a bit of adversity with 4 of their key players out, but Watterson's going to have to dig down deep, and they're going to have to take some chances, and they're going to have to continue to work and stay positive. Here they come now, moving that puck in. Every time they have pressed, Worthington's had an answer. Everett looking sharp. Number 91, moving that puck in, controlling the offense, moving it back over to his defenseman. Garrett over, and he tosses it over on the other side. Good play there by Watterson to clear that puck out. 2 seconds left in the power play, and Worthington's keeled off the penalty. And here they come again. King tossing that puck in. Goes all the way down the ice, but it got tipped. Wildermouth's going to chase it. Good play by Wildermouth. Excellent forechecking, disrupting the Worthington offense. But here they come now, moving the puck in quickly. The assistant captain, Everett, has got the puck in. Tries to pass it over to King. King moving it back over to center to Garrett. Garrison moving it over on the other side. Stalter carefully checking lead. Excellent play there. Good play by Starter to stay on him, pinning him to the boards. He gets thrown down and then doesn't get a call. Referee's not calling anything. Moving it over on the other side. Good play by Todd to keep that puck in, and Worthington on with an extreme pressure here, with some intensive pressure, moving that puck in. A quick pass right on, just missing. Good puck control by Worthington as they have some sustained pressure. Quick shot, but King is right there, making some key saves at key times. 6-0 Worthington leading the hockey game. And now we're going to have a running clock here. 3:24 left in the second. Watterson has had some glimpses, some moments, but every time they have pressed, Worthington's had an answer, and this offense has looked in sync and has looked really good and sharp. King moving it on. Again, Watterson has stopped skating. They've got to get going. They've got to keep things going. They've got to stay positive. Moving it over on the other side. Quick shot. Another stop by King. With 2:52 left in this running clock here in the second. 6-0 Worthington in complete control here. Watterson again has got to take things one shift at a time and forget about the score and be positive and just play Bishop Watterson hockey. Play a tight, consistent defense. Tie up loose men in front. They've got to start getting more aggressive. They've got to step up the intensity, and of course, you're going to have to start taking some chances. Worthington in complete control now with some sustained pressure again. King moving it over on the other side to Schneider. Schneider moving it over. He gets checked hard. Eli Shirak getting belted. Vinny hitting his man hard. Quick pass right in front. Good play there. Excellent play by Monahan, who's had an outstanding game, really stepping things up here and playing an excellent leadership role here with 2 defensemen out. A quick pass right in front, and they score. 7-0 Worthington in complete control. This Worthington offense has looked dialed in and sharp, focused, good crisp passing, great puck movement. The forwards look quick and sharp. And Watterson looking dejected, but they've got to keep their heads up. They've had an outstanding tournament, and they've got to get back to Watterson hockey. They've got to maintain that tight, consistent defense. They've got to tie up loose men, and they've got to step up that intensity. They've got to be more bruising and aggressive. They've been very, very sluggish and slow, and they've got to get their legs going. Somos straight from behind him. He's going to get some help from Wozniak, who goes behind his net. And he controls, moving it over to Somos. Somos with some room there. Making a quick pass over to Stalter. Throws, tosses it in to Worthington territory, and Watterson goes on the attack here. 56 seconds left in the second. Worthington moving that puck on a loose puck. An excellent play there by Joey Wozniak, but he got hit hard. And here comes Worthington, 3 of them in Watterson territory. Moving that puck, hits the post, and Joey's going to clear that puck and wisely sending that puck all the way down the ice, but they wave icing, and Worthington in their own zone now, moving the puck over on the other side, the defenseman moving it to the left of the Worthington goaltender. And boy, does Worthington move that puck fast. Good puck control. Snagbo. And they're going to call a penalty for interference here on Wildermouth, and Worthington goes to the penalty box. Go to the penalty box. And a running clock here is going to finish off this second period. And at the end of the second period, Watterson's going to have a power play and an opportunity to finally score their first goal and get some sort of momentum. That's the end of 2 periods of play. With your score, Worthington 7, Watterson 0. We'll be right back with it once we finish the ice cut here. We'll be back with the third period after this.
Yeah, they have 3 AAAers, Slako brothers, number 8, Matan, and then 92 Kavicki is another bubble AAA.
Let's get that on the
So yeah, they're pretty loaded for this league.
Dave Watterson has been giving us some perspective here on some of the AAA players that Worthington have. They've got quite a bit of firepower. Dave, lay it out for us.
Yeah, Worthington has 3 ex-AAA players, Slako brothers, Matan, and then Palmer Kavicki, number 92. He was always a bubble AAA. So they got 4 really good guys. I think they're a little overpowered for our division. So
Yep, they are.
hopefully
really.
next year they'll flip-flop the bottom with, bottom in the upper tier. I guess it would be the red. Switch Worthington to lower bottom team in the red.
Yeah, good perspective, Dave Wozniak. They've got quite a bit of firepower, and we're facing quite a bit of adversity, but an opportunity in the third period to start with the power play, and Watterson desperately needing a goal here to get some sort of momentum, trailing 7-0, but a chance here to win at least the third period and a precious point here. Once again, folks, we go point by point. Watterson currently deadlocked with Gahanna and tied in points with 11.5 points each, but again, it'll go back to the head-to-head, which they're tied again, but Watterson needs to win this period. They've got to get that first goal. They've got to get some sort of momentum here. They've been slow and sluggish, but they have faced quite a bit of firepower. Every time they've touched the puck here, especially our best player, Michael Wozniak, they've put 2 or 3 men on him. They've really disrupted our offense with the forecheck, and Watterson's just got to get back to the basics here, get this power play going here. Wozniak and Trevor the Titan, the 2 seniors that have really stepped things up in this tournament and have been shining examples, and they've displayed leadership, have really stepped things up. They've got to have a third period, and they've got to finish strong here in preparation for next weekend, because we've got 3 more games next weekend. Join us next weekend starting on Friday, January the 23rd at 8 o'clock versus Olentangy Berlin, and then on Saturday the 28th against the Worthington KILBOURNE. Join us for some exciting weekend hockey next weekend on your Bishop Watterson Network here on YouTube. Monahan's going to regroup this power play here behind his net. He's got some real estate now. He's going to move that puck in. Good pass over to Vinny Gregory. He's been a little quiet today. He's got to get going. He's got Wozniak on the other side. Here comes Wozniak. He gets the pass, and he's got some momentum here. Moving the puck in. Moving it quickly. Good place. He's got it. Oh, he scores! There's the goal that we've been looking for. Michael Wozniak finally igniting this offense. And he has finally erupted with his first goal, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered, Dave Wozniak.
I like it. Don't quit. Just keep pressure on. Do what you can. Make it a game again.
Every time Watterson has needed an answer, it's the captain, Michael Wozniak, who has delivered. He has been intense. He's been explosive, and he deked out the entire defense there and gets a huge goal for Watterson. Outstanding work by your captain, Michael Wozniak. And hopefully this gives Watterson the momentum that they need here to try to finish off with a win here in this third period. Worthington back on the attack now with 13:38 left in the third. Eli Mertz moving that puck in. Good play by Mertz, trying to get rid of that puck. Wozniak whipping it on the other side. Long is there. And he's going to whip it off the boards, but not out. Here comes Worthington back on the attack. Moving that puck in. Eli Mertz just missing. And Wilson moving it in. It's quick. Good play there by King to move it out. And here comes Trevor the Titan, moving the puck in, but he runs out of steam here, and Long is going to get there. Defenseman moving it off. Eli just missing the puck. And Walton moving it over. Wozniak doing a good job getting rid of the puck. And offside is the call. But Watterson finally on the board here. Trailing 7-1, but they're leading in the third period 1-0 and can steal a precious point here, which is so important in these games. Finally getting that much needed momentum. Michael Wozniak has got Watterson finally back on the board here. And Watterson really starting to get their feet back, starting to get their energy. Good check by Wildermouth, who's been very aggressive and has had an outstanding tournament. Really been improving each and every game. Outstanding performance by Wildermouth. All your forwards have had an outstanding performance this tournament. Probably one of the best tournaments that we've seen Watterson play. But Watterson facing quite a bit of adversity here with 4 men out. Gibson, Hunter Spirit, Colin Williams, and of course Monahan out today. And they are sorely missed. A quick shot and in it goes. Watterson just unable to tie up those loose men. The defense, with a deficient defense, obviously with 2 of their best defenders out, has been a little weak, and they've got to do a better job tying up loose men. Every time Watterson has hit the cylinder here and gotten some momentum, Worthington has had an answer. They've been impressive throughout, but as Dave Wozniak's pointed out to you, they've got 3 AAA players, and they've got a lot of firepower here. They've been very, very impressive throughout the first, second, and here in the start of the third period. Watterson throwing that puck in with 11:09 again, but we've got a tie game here in the third period with both teams scoring 1 goal. There's a quick pass to Lee, a little too far for him, and icing is the call. Icing is the call. Shot total so far 20-7 in favor of Worthington Kilbourne. They've been outstanding shots, and they've been quality shots, and it's not King's fault. He's made some key saves at key times, facing a lot of shots and a lot of adversity. He's doing everything he can to keep us in the game, but Watterson still trails 6-1. Monahan tosses that puck back in, and Watterson goes on the attack here. Trailing 6-1 in the hockey game, but in the third period they are tied with 1 goal each. A precious point available for Watterson. Here they come again. Gerritsen moving that puck in. Oh, sorry, that was Snyder moving it over to Lee. Lee moving back over. Good play by Monahan to pin him on the boards and not force him to move. Excellent play. Monahan's shown enormous leadership, and he's been the shining armor of the defense, really stepping up here with Watterson down 2 of their best defensemen. Monahan has played an outstanding game. Lola Bittner trying to go after his man, moving that puck in, but Lee extremely fast here, showing you his speed there. He comes close, and King is right there making a good stop. The running clock here, 8-1 Worthington. Watterson just still showing some fight, some resolve, and some grit and determination, Dave Wozniak.
That's good. You know, you don't want anybody to quit. They're still out there trying, so give them credit for that.
Absolutely. Once again, this team, you must be very, very proud of this team. They've had an outstanding tournament, and they are showing you that fight, that grit and determination. They have not quit here. Great to see Al Chirac on the ice here. Also, we've got Lola Bittner as well, and they're getting some valuable experience. Coach giving them some valuable playing time. Great to see some young folks here stepping things up and getting involved here. 8-1 is your score here. 8:41 in the running clock here as the seconds tick here in the third period. Watterson, of course, are going to be disappointed here, coming so close to winning this entire tournament, but they have shown you quite a bit of determination, some heart and grit, and some fire. They have not quit here. They're continuing to fight here. despite the score, and they're doing everything they can here to keep Worthington off. Good play there by King, moving that puck in, and he gives it to Wozniak. Wozniak moving it over to Long. These two seniors have been outstanding in this tournament. They have really ignited the offense, and they have had an outstanding tournament. These seniors have not quit at all. They have continued to provide great leadership, and you need to be proud of the seniors. They've had an outstanding performance in this tournament. Somos having difficulty here. With all the play to the left of King, a quick move, oh goodness. And they forgot to tie up that loose man, and it was almost costly. Worthington in control again. Lewis moving that puck in. Passing it in front. Quick shot. Oh, just missing the net. Worthington getting some chances here. Zelas deflecting. What a deflection. And it looks like it is Walton that scores. What a deflection, Dave Wozniak.
Yeah, I think that went off. I don't know if it went off one of our guys or it went off of Dalton's stick, but it was definitely redirected there.
Impressive goal. Worthington has really shown you an impressive offense here. They've shown you the firepower, and they have worked hard and been in control throughout this entire game here. Every time Watterson has picked up the pieces, gained some momentum, Worthington has had an answer. And here they come again for more. Snyder moving that puck in, moving it over to his defenseman. Back over to Snyder, moving it over to Garrison. Garrison gets checked hard. And here comes Monahan. Good play by Monahan to get rid of that puck. Monahan again having an outstanding game. Goes off a stick. Lewis gets that puck, moving it over, and in it goes. In it goes. And poor King has been irated with a flurry of pucks on him. Doing everything he can, but it's just been that kind of night. Everything Worthington touches has turned to gold, unfortunately. They are having an outstanding game. And Watterson really missing their top defensemen, Gibby and Hunter Spirit tonight. The defense has really broke down and created so many odd rushes. And here's another one. Scores. Scores. 10-1. Worthington. Really pouring it on here in the late going of the third period. Watterson needs to take a step back. They've got to reflect, and they've got to be. Yeah, Kvekkia. Yep. You heard Dave Wozniak talk about Kvekkia, number 92, their outstanding AAA player. He's had a hell of a night tonight with a fat trick. But Watterson's going to have to step back and obviously learn from this experience. But this is, on the whole, in my opinion, Dave Wozniak has been a hell of a tournament for your Watterson Eagles. They've shown that grit, that determination, that heart, that spirit. One of the best tournaments that I've seen this Watterson team play.
Absolutely. I'm not, everybody wants to win, but I'm not disappointed with the weekend. Overall, I think we did really well.
I'm not disappointed either.
And we're still guaranteed second in our division.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't see us taking first because I think Gahanna's going to have a pretty easy game.
Yep, yep.
At 7 bucks.
Unfortunately, Gahanna's in a much easier division, and they play. Oh, I'm sorry. Gahanna plays a much easier opponent, playing Olmsted Falls at 7 o'clock. Certainly not the type of quality team that Worthington Kilbourne is. And here Worthington Kilbourne controlling here on the offense again. Marr now is going to try to move things out. And he tries to get things out, but he's unable to get there. Lee coming back in a quick shot. Good stop by King. Whipping that pad out. 4:02 left in the hockey game. All Worthington in complete control, leading 11-1. The lone goal by Michael Wozniak, your captain, who's had an outstanding tournament. The bright light, though, I think Vinny Gregory's had a very good tournament. I also think Jacob Wildermouth has really stepped things up, Dave Wozniak. Colin Williams, before he got hurt, had an outstanding tournament. And our defenseman, obviously, Hunter Spirit, and Big Bird Gibby has had an outstanding tournament. So some shining armor here. They've really stepped things up and have played well.
Absolutely. They're playing well. it's they're a good team. Good teams make you look bad, and they're doing fine.
I agree. I agree. You should be very, very proud of your Watterson Eagles. They've had an outstanding tournament. And this score here, 11-1, is not reflective of how well this team has played in this tournament. Worthington in control now. Lee moving the puck in. He's got some great stick handling skills. Take a look at 84. Moving that puck in. Deeks to one now. Moving that puck in. Good play by the defense to get rid of that puck. And Lewis will let it out here. Dead offside. Good play by Wozniak to move that puck in. 2:34 left in regulation. All Worthington leading 1-0. Controlling the play. Moving it over. And here they come again for more. Two of them. Moving it in, Hunter Spear right off the post. They had King beaten, and they whipped it off the post. Close call for King. 2:14 on a running clock, moving that clock. 11-1. All Worthington Wolves here in this final game of the EHRNFELT tournament here in Strongsville, Ohio, from the Brunswick Automark Arena. Watterson's going to finish short. They'll probably get second place, but pretty good effort throughout this entire tournament, and they have shown a lot of good grit, determination, heart, and passion throughout this entire tournament, and they've given us some wonderful memories. They've been outstanding. Coach now playing all of his freshmen here, and a penalty coming up here. Looks like the penalty is coming to Everett King here, and he's going to go to the box. And Worthington will go on the power play here with 1:15 in this running clock left in the hockey game. We want to thank our audience for joining us throughout this EHRNFELT tournament. Hope you've enjoyed it from Strongsville, Ohio, here in the Brunswick Automark Arena. Dave Wozniak and Tom Summels here bringing you all the action. Join us next weekend. We've got games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, beginning with Friday from 8 p.m. versus Olentangy Berlin. Join us Saturday versus Worthington Kilbourne, and join us Sunday versus Olentangy Berlin again. So it's going to be an exciting weekend of hockey. Lewis moving it over on the other side. It got deflected off the stick. Looked like it was almost a stick, and it went out and into the crowd. Time counting down here, just seconds away from the end of regulation. Worthington with a dominant performance tonight, 11-1. Watterson will be out for revenge next week as they place the same Worthington team next Saturday. Hopefully they'll have a full lineup back. Hopefully we wish a very speedy health to Gibby, Hunter Spirit, and a little bit of fight ensued here, but they finally break it up. Outstanding performance by your Worthington Kilbourne Wolves here in the game form of the EHRNFELT tournament. But Watterson having an outstanding tournament. They will finish second in this tournament. They have played outstanding throughout, but coming short to winning this tournament. Again, 4 key players out, but they showed you some heart, some determination, and they never quit. Thank you for joining us here from Strongsville, Ohio, and good night from all of us.